Welcome to the Mad Dog Podcast. This is John LaJoy, about to start the show right about now.
Subscribe to Daddy. What else? Thanks.
So let me introduce my co-hosts. We have Carcass with me today. So Carcass, why don't you go ahead and tell them about basically how they can find you on basically your channel.
Cool. As always, John, appreciate you for having me on. But you can find me on Carcast 49ers Talk on YouTube, Carcast 49ers Talk Podcast on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Twitter. But yeah, that's about it. Check me out. Post 49ers content. Man, can't talk today.
It must be all that pretzels that you just got done eating.
Yeah, I'm eating dinner at the same time. But like always, appreciate you for having me on. I'm excited to talk some Niners. Let's go.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about our very first signing that we did today. No, this week. Didn't mean today. All right, I'm pulling it up right now. If you want, you can go ahead and read the name, Carcass. Ezekiel Turner from the Arizona Cardinals. He did block 2 punts, one on us, on Mitch, our punter, and he did block a punt with the Seattle Seahawks too. He does play the linebackers, and he does play special teams.
Ezekiel Turner.
Yep. Another great signing by at least our standards. He plays linebacker. He does play special teams. The team that he got drafted to is the Arizona Cardinals. Career Highlight Award is his PFWA All Rookie Team in 2018. Nice. Total tackles is 83. Forced fumbles is 1. He played for the Washington State Cougars. And I think he played against the Cougars. He did play for the Washington Huskies. His sophomore year, he was a DB. Junior year, DB. senior year in 2017 DB, and these are his stats. His senior year is game played was 13, solos were 40, 15, total tackles is 55, lost tackles is 1.0, sacks 0.0, interceptions 1, 41 yards, average is 41, PD is 3, so total amount of each one just adds up more. His height is 6'1", 1 foot and a half, 212 is his weight. Arm length is 31 and a half, good size. His 40 dash looks good too. Nice vertical. Board jump, 9 foot by 5, looking good. His career in Arizona, first year was 16 games, GS games, 1 solid. Solos are 13, assists is 3. Oh, somebody. We have somebody in the chat. Dana Harvey saying hi to us, Carcass. Hi, Dana. All right, let me go ahead and get back to everything. So his first year, his percentage was better than his second year, and then his third year, as good as his first year. Now he's with us. So different information. This is stuff that anybody can go look at. Definitely check it out. So what do you think about Carcass will be back with us?
I think. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I think my mic got screwed up.
All right. So what do you think about the signing and the information that I was talking about? Is Ezekiel Turner that we was just talking about?
I'll be fair, I haven't watched much tape on the kid yet, but he seems like a good player. He seems like a good player. I think he's a good addition to the special teams core.
Oh yeah.
Like you said, he's 6 foot. He's a taller guy.
He's basically he's basically 6'1". That's what it said.
So he's pretty tall. I think it was like an ace up the Niners sleeve to go and get him.
Yep.
He could play linebacker / he could play on the special team, so he is versatile.
Yeah.
Which is always a good thing. But I like the move.
Same here. All right, let me go ahead and pull up the next signing that we did pick up, and he is a offensive right tackle. He got a 1-year contract with us, and his name is Brandon Parker. He's 28. He's 6'8", so he's the right size type of right tackle that everybody should be looking for. I'm still looking at tape on him, so my verdict of him hasn't. I'll have the verdict by this weekend. Anyway, and I know you haven't looked at any tape of him yet. All right.
People are saying Ezekiel Turner could be the replacement for Oren Burks, who went to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes.
If you know. But yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
This guy is a good player. He's a big guy.
Yeah, big guy. He played for North Carolina A&T in 2013 to 2017. Draft capital of the 2018 year. Round 3, pick 65 to the Oakland Raiders. He spent most of his career with Oakland. Then we picked him up in free agent. So first team All-Pro in 2017. Second team All-Pro in 2016. MEAC offensive lineman of the year 2015 to 2017. First team All MEAC. Same year. Third team All-Pro. Same information. Games played about 59. Game start is 33. So I'm just trying to get down to.
This is definitely a good depth addition.
Yeah, definitely a good size piece. What this says is he's 6'7", 5/8 inches. Weight is 305 pounds. This is back when he was in combine. So right now he's 320 pounds. So he put on some muscles and speed that I know of. Technically, Trent Williams is a little bit more faster than he is, but this is the right size guy that we needed. He definitely has some good stuff, or we wouldn't sign him. We did sign him to a 1-year deal. No information there. Trying to see if we have any more other information. Nope, that was about it. So, what do you think about Brandon Parker?
I think, like I said, it's like a 1-year deal, so we're not making the big splashy moves. We're bringing in guys for like mega contracts, team premium contracts, but I think these team-friendly cheap contracts are definitely going to go a long way for the 49ers. So, I like the move, cheap deal, prove it contract. We'll see how he does this season. Glad he's on the team.
Yeah, Dana Harvey. His position is right tackle. That's what position he was playing for the Oakland Raiders. I think he does play a couple other positions, but he is a great piece for a offensive tackle. You definitely want the bigger size guys for your outside line, and then go like a little bit smaller for the inside, so they have more easier maneuvers too, and that type of stuff. Now let's get. And we do have one other signing. Do you want to go ahead and start with the Josh Dobbs signing, or let's go ahead and start with basically the quarterback room? Yes, he is the right side tackle, Dana.
Up to you. You can start with anyone.
All right. So we will go ahead and start talking about. Let me get back to the stream. We're going to go ahead and start talking about our quarterback room, and our last signing will be right after we talk about QB1. A lot of us know the QB1 spot information, but I just wanted to at least touch base on certain information. Some people might have knowledge and that type of stuff. So we drafted him in the 7th round, Pro Bowl this year, passing rating leader this year, PFWA All-Rookie Team last year, 2-time Team All-Pro, Big 12 for 2020 to 2021. Second team All Pro Pac 12 2019. Passing attempts 614. Passing completion is 422. Completion percentage is 68.7, so that's good for a quarterback. Touchdowns 44 and only 15 interceptions. Passing yard 5,654. Passing rating 111.4, so that's awesome. He did go to Iowa State University. Brock's hometown is in Arizona. He's 6'1", 200 and something pounds now. They got his rating that they had him at was 3 stars. And for the other one, it's another 3 stars, and ESPN had him as a 3-star rating.
Mm-hmm.
So we know how he likes to roll, and he does an awesome job for us for being young. Next year, definitely going to be a contract year. Your opinion on basically how we have treated Brock Purdy?
Brock Purdy?
Yep, Brock Purdy.
We're talking about the QB room, right?
Yeah, we're talking about the QB room right now.
What was the question? What are my thoughts on him? Just what are my thoughts?
Yeah. Basically, what your thoughts, what you're feeling as him as being our QB1 and that type of stuff.
I'm really glad that Brock Purdy's our QB1. It's crazy to still think to this day that we got him in the 7th round.
Oh yeah.
And I believe he passed 4,000 passing yards this season, 20 plus touchdowns. I believe he stayed under 15 or 7. I think he had 11 picks on the season, but that's still really good for a guy going to second year. And people forget that he's coming off that UCL surgery that he had last year in the NFC Championship game. So there were a lot of doubts about how this guy's going to come back into year 2, what his work ethic's going to look like, what his play on the field is going to look like. And I think he's proved all the haters wrong. He's looked really poised in the pocket. He obviously can make those off-scheduled. I wouldn't call it Patrick Mahomes just yet, but he can definitely make those. He can definitely get out of the pocket and make those off-scheduled plays, extend the plays on like a Jimmy G. I mean, he's our best quarterback since like Steve Young. Dude's unreal, and he passed Jeff Garcia. Now he leads the 49ers in single season passing yard record with, I believe, 4,620 something passing yards. So
yes,
shout out to Brock Purdy, man. I'm glad he's on our team, and that QB room is gonna be stacked. And I know we're gonna get to another guy right now, and I really like to sign him.
And we signed just in the last couple of days. We signed Josh Dobbs,
former Arizona Cardinals.
Arizona Cardinals, ex-Steelers, ex-Viking. He did cause us a little bit of headache. He did go to school in Tennessee. And plus, he's with a teammate, too, and we'll get to that a little bit later in the show. So he was quarterback in 2017, round 4th round pick 135. His height is 6'3". Weight is 220. This guy is smart. Everything. He is very smart. He was going to go to, I believe, engineering for NASA, I think. So first team that drafted him was the Steelers in 2017. He played until 2019. He did go to the Jags in 2019. Back to the Steelers again for a practice, basically like a QB2 or QB3, I think, in 2020 to 2021. He did go to the Cleveland Browns in 2022. He did get signed with the Detroit Lions, and then he went to the Tennessee Titans in the same year. Back to Cleveland Browns once again. Then he played for the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings, and now he's with us. Second team all sections in 2016. Passing attempts are 520. Passing completions are 312. Percentage is 62.2%. 15 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Passing yards 2,920. Passing rating is 77.3. Rushing yards 496. And rushing touchdowns are 6. Scouting report, he was a 4-star, rival 3, and then the 24/7 Sports, there was no rating on that. And definitely can check out all his information. So what is your feelings about Joshua Dobbs signing and basically your knowledge about Dobbs?
About Josh Dobbs?
Yeah.
I think it's a really good signing. Another like cheap, team friendly contract, 1-year deal. I believe it's a 1-year, $13 million dollar guaranteed deal with I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but $750,000 dollars in incentives depending on his playing time with the Niners. So I think it's a really viable backup to a guy like Brock Purdy, who's not very injury prone, but God forbid he does go down. I mean, this is a guy that can step in and definitely make the most out of his usage, So when he was on the Cardinals, I mean, when he was filling in for Kyler Murray, who went out with the ACL, I mean, he was stepping up, man. There are teams in the NFL that I could name, but like the freaking Vikings, the Bear, all these teams, but they're gonna draft a quarterback. I mean, but Josh Dobbs, he's a veteran. He's like a Josh Johnson, except he's much better. I mean, people don't look at him in a bright kind of light because he's been around the league a lot. I mean, he's bounced around a couple different teams. I mean, but he's a good player. When he's got the opportunity to start under center, he's made the most out of it. I mean, obviously we're not Vikings fans, but if you watched him with the Vikings last year, I mean, he was making plays left and
with
right.
The Cardinals.
Yeah, and with the Cardinals, he was running around. He was making off-schedule plays. He was making great throws in tight windows. He had great poise in the pocket. He was throwing with great anticipation. He's got a lot of good intangibles, and he's super smart. He's got the brains. He knows how to read NFL defenses. I love the signing. I think he deserves all the money that we offered him. And he possibly could get more, $750,000, depending on how much he plays with the Niners. But I'm glad we got him. This was a really good signing, and now the Zach Wilson rumors can finally go to sleep.
Yeah, and that one I did not want to see Zach Wilson in red and gold at all. Joshua Dobbs, I hate to say this, but I think he's a little bit more better than Sam Darnold because Dobbs did do more things than Sam Darnold, and it could be just from the school. It could just be talent-wise. It depends on the person. But Josh Dobbs knows how to run, knows how to pass, and those are a few things that we look in for backup quarterback. I would say Josh Dobbs is way better than Josh Jones that we did have on our team. So I would pick him if we had him as our number 4 quarterback last year.
Josh Johnson?
No, Josh Dobbs. If we had Josh Dobbs instead of
Josh Johnson.
Oh no. Yeah, Wilson. Russell Wilson is with the Steelers now, with Justin Fields. So those two has to live together now. So I'll go ahead and get to the next one. So next one will be with Brandon Allen,
the third string quarterback.
Our third string quarterback.
I really like a quarterback room, man. I really do.
Same here. So Josh Allen is 6'2", 209 pounds. He went to Arkansas College, class of 2016 NFL draft class, round 6, 211, so close to round 7. Jaguars picked him up as, I believe, as a backup quarterback. He did go to the sorry effing Rams. Sorry, bud. We don't care for the Rams, do we? Then he went to the Cincinnati Bengals, and then he came to us for 2 years.
He was a backup for Joe Burrow 2 years ago. He was a backup for Joe Burrow. Yep.
Touchdowns are 10, 6 interceptions. Passing yards is 1,611. Completions is 56.7. Passing rating is 78. Rushing yards is only 64. But that's what the third string quarterback does.
Yeah, they don't get much playing time, so I'm not really surprised why his numbers are so low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same here. I agree on that one. But let me go down to his college years.
All right.
Not that bad stats for being a Razorback in 2012 to 2015. Those are not the best.
What school did he come out from, if you don't mind me asking?
Arkansas Razorbacks.
Arizona? Or Arkansas?
Arkansas, yeah.
So same school that Dre Greenlaw came out of.
Yes. And his total of career yards is 7,463. That is definitely a good backup quarterback right there, at least by my standard. There's some stuff that he had to work on his freshman year in 2012. He was redshirted in 2011, but it means that he worked his butt off hard.
Yep. What you want me to give you my thoughts on him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like I said before, I really like a quarterback room this year. I think he's a really good fit for our system. Look, he's a mobile quarterback. I mean, he's not as fast as like a Joshua Dobbs. I think he runs like a 4.5. I mean, he's not the quickest, but he could definitely escape and kind of extend plays to an extent. But I like you can't expect much from a third string quarterback.
Yeah,
you gotta take what you get, and I think right now he's fine. I'm not complaining. I mean, he's only making so much, so I don't really mind. I'm okay.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on him?
I really like the kid. I saw him play behind
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow before. When he got hurt, he did a great job when he came in. Josh Dobbs is definitely a good number 2 quarterback now. So basically, and Brock Purdy is our number 1. What's your opinion? Are we going to be? What do you feel like? Do we need to draft a QB4 or no?
No, I don't think so. Like, no, unless we're really freaking desperate. No, in my mind, I don't think we need to draft a QB4. I think our quarterback room is set. Look,
it's good stack.
Yep, I was not a huge fan of letting go of Sam Darnold, and when I heard those Zach Wilson rumors, I'm like, oh no, the Niners have a really, really good chance of going now and getting this guy. You know what I'm saying? And this guy's one of the biggest busts in NFL history. I don't want him on the Niners. And once they picked up Josh Dobbs, I'm like, okay, the Niners know what they're doing. They're on the right track.
Mm-hmm.
But I was not a fan of letting go Sam Darnold at that time. But right now, when at the time of yesterday when we got Josh Dobbs, I'm not complaining. Josh Dobbs is far better than Sam Darnold. You know, like that. I'm fine. I'm fine with the. I'm fine with the 3 quarterbacks for this year.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy at least a good quarterback room. That it does look like an awesome quarterback room.
Right. Yep.
Everything this year, last year, we had Sam Darnold. This time we have Josh Dobbs this year. So let's see how it works, and let's see if the magic is all there. We do know our running back room as well. Let me go ahead and bring up. First guy we're going to bring up is our legendary Christian McCaffrey, a.k.a. CMC, running back. He's 5'11", 210, looks like pure muscle. He played for Stanford, 2017, round 1, the 8th pick for the Carolina Panthers. We traded him a couple years ago, and we were able to get him. And right here is his career high awards, NFL Offensive Player of the Year this year, 3-time first-time All-Pros, 2019 to 2023, second-time All-Pro, 2018, 3-time All-Pro for 2019 to 2023, NFL rush yard leader this year, Paul H. Award this year, Jet Award, 2015, Jet Award 2015, AP College Football Player of the Year 2015, All-Pro 2015, Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year 2015, 2-time first-time All-Pro 2015 and 16, NFL's records, total amount of touchdowns 17, and he ties somebody else's record. This year he had rushing yards 6,185 rushing yards. Rushing available is 4.8. Rushing touchdowns 52. Receiving 509. Receiving yards 4,320. Receiving touchdowns 29. Seeing if there's anything else good in this. His college stats are right here. So 2014 to 2015 to 2016. He can do kick returns too. Punt returns as well.
I know Brian will like that. Shout out Brian Cope.
Yep.
Yep.
The only thing I knew
about Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, this is Christian McCaffrey's information that I have up on the screen.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. I think you might already know my thoughts on him. Like, come on, it's Christian.
Oh yeah,
He's the best running back in the NFL.
So his 40-yard dash is 4.48, and his brother just beat it this year
by 1 second.
Yes, 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
So that is great. Why don't you go ahead and say what you like to say, and I'll go ahead and get the next stuff set up.
Christian freaking McCaffrey is the best player, is the best offensive weapon in the NFL, hands down. I think. Like, it's just crazy how, like, good this guy is. Like, this kid is, you know, like he could have a really crappy day on the ground when it comes to running game, but he's still gonna make it up with those receiving yards, you know, because he's a target monster, you know. He can catch the ball, he can run the ball, you've seen him throw the ball. Like, dude can do everything. I mean, he obviously does have injury history in the past. I mean, with the Panthers, yes. But thank God he stayed healthy with the Niners. I know he has played through some injuries when he's been on the Niners, but
yep,
he's a tough kid. He's not the biggest back. He's kind of like a scat back, but he's a little bit bigger. I mean, look, he can run in between the tackles. He can run to the outside. He's just got a really unique skill set that not a lot of running backs have, you know. And there's the reason why he won Offensive Player of the Year. I believe he had like almost 15 touchdowns through the air, 20 plus rushing touchdowns.
Yes.
He had 1,000 rushing yards, I believe, on this, or all-purpose yards. I mean, dude was he was on fire this season, and even the Super Bowl. Remember that the double trick play in the Super Bowl?
Oh yeah,
that was nice.
With
shout out Jawan Jennings for that great pass.
Oh yeah, great pass. And don't forget, we still had the Josh Dobbs information. There we'll wait. We should
we'll talk about Jennings a little later, basically.
And that would be coming up soon too.
All right, cool.
So now let's go ahead and get to Elijah Mitchell. All right, Elijah Mitchell, 5'10", 200 pounds, went to college in Louisiana, 2017 to 2020. NFL draft class 2021, round 6, pick 194. He's only been with us. First time All-Pro, Sun Belt 2020, two-time second team All-Pro, Sun Belt 2018 to 2019. First Bowl MVP 2020. Yards is 1,523. Rushing available is 4.7. Rushing touchdowns is 9. Receptions 28. Reception yards 158. Rushing touchdowns is 1. Here's his college information.
He went to Louisiana.
Yep. It would be right here.
Yep. And I can speak on him after you're done throwing out the information.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So his 40 time is 4.3. So good speed.
That's fast for a bigger guy.
Yeah, and he's only, let me get back to the top.
Bigger? He's got some muscle packed on him, but he's not the tallest.
Yeah, he's only 5'10", but he blows into the holes, and he's only 25. But he is a little bit injury prone.
And it always seems like the dude is falling forward. He's always gaining positive yards. He's never falling backwards. He's always fighting for extra yards.
Oh yeah.
That's what I love about all like Christian McCaffrey. Like, they're smaller guys, but their will on the football field is just next level.
They will bust somebody up.
Excuse my language, but they'll bust your ass up. Like, no kidding, bro. Like, don't.
Oh yeah.
Don't joke. Don't joke them for their size, because they play bigger than their size.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, these smaller backs, they're physical.
They pop hard.
They're physical. But that's awesome to see.
Oh, I didn't see Dana and Spongy's comment.
Oh, speaking of running backs, let's not draft running backs in the third round again. Oh, Spongy option?
Yes.
Oh, he says he's having. Hey, hope everything's well, man. Sorry to hear that.
Definitely hope that you're doing a little bit better, buddy. If you need to talk a little bit later, I'll be free to talk to you. Okay, buddy? All right, Dana, we'll talk to you a little bit later, but thank you for popping in.
Hope that watching the show makes you feel a little bit better, Sponge.
Yeah.
But yeah, hope you feel better. All right. Appreciate you, Dana. Have a good one.
I'm just going checking this. All right, that's all the comments. Yeah, if I don't get to you guys' comments, it's because I'm on another screen and I don't see them pop in. So, Carcast, if you see them, you can go ahead and read
I got
them,
you. Don't worry, man. I'll let you know for sure.
All right, and
don't worry about
it. Now we will be talking about Jordan Mason.
Ooh, I'm excited for this guy. Let's go.
Oh yeah, same here. So Jordan Mason, running back. He's 5'11", 233 pounds. He went to Georgia State in 2017 to 2021. He was undrafted in 2022. The 49ers picked him up. Three-time All-ACC in 2019. Rushing yards is 464. Rushing available is 5.6. Rushing touchdowns 4. Receptions are 3. Reception yards 31. About average for like a third-string running back. But look at his college stats too. This is the type of guy that will pound the ground and basically slam you if you try to hit him.
He's a dog, man. He's a dog.
Right there tells me about his basically his 40 speed. That's basically like watching a lineman run by NFL standards. But the 10-yard sprint, holy, that's good. I like that one. So what do you think about Jordan Mason? Are you there, Carcast?
10-yard split. Can you hear
me? I can hear you. It's a 1 point something. I just popped out of the screen.
Yeah, I'm here.
So
hello?
Yeah. So what do you think about him?
Jordan Mason. I think Jordan Mason.
Yeah, Jordan Mason.
What up? Sorry, I'm just turning something on.
Yeah, we can definitely hear that.
Yeah, you want to go talk about him real quick first, and then I'll talk about him.
Yeah, the way that I like seeing Jordan Mason play is basically he's as tough as CMC, if not tougher. You consider him as like watching CMC put together and Barry Sanders put together. It's basically a mixture of good talent and what the 49ers can find. Is basically like seeing Frank Gore play for us with him. Frank Gore's son is in the draft this year. Definitely wouldn't mind trying to get him, but if we do, we do. His dad is he works in the office, and that would be an awesome thing to be able to bring his son to the red and gold and that type of stuff. So I wouldn't mind drafting a rookie running back, but it has to be a later round for sure. Probably like a 6th or 7th round running back spot. Definitely where it's a little bit later in the rounds. What do you think about that, Carcass?
I agree. I agree. Let's not draft the running backs as early as we usually do under the Kyle Shanahan, like John Lynch, Ed York. Like we drafted Trey Sermon, and then we drafted what's his name, Ty Davis Price.
Yep.
Those two guys didn't get much playing time, and that was for a good reason. Like okay. Trey Sermon got playing time. Ty Davis Price did too, but they did not pan out. You know?
Yeah.
We're really good at drafting in the later rounds. We hit gold. I mean, look. Like, it's not even running backs. Like, we hit George Kittle in the 5th round. We hit Jawan Jennings in the We hit Jawan Jennings in the 7th round. We hit Fred Warner in the 3rd round. And that's really our only good 3rd round pick in the Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch era. Fred Warner in the 3rd round. Mm-hmm. None of our draft picks in the 3rd round have panned out. And for running backs to be drafted that early, and for a team like us who like hit gold when it comes to later rounds and undrafted free agency, like we don't need to take a shot on running back that early. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
shout out to Spongy. He got both of those guys, Trey Sermon and Ty Davis Price. They're both on the Eagles.
Oh yeah.
But like you said, I wouldn't mind drafting one, just not as early as the 3rd round. Please no. We've already been through this, you know. So. But
all right, let me go ahead and bring up the next one. Oh yeah, the other thing is the running back room. We do look good, but do you think we need maybe one more running back in the group, at least for like a practice guy or something like that?
What?
He'll be right back in a second. So, all right. Waiting for him to pop back in, and we'll go ahead and talk about the next player. Next player is Deebo Samuel. And I'll wait until he pops in. I'll go ahead and start talking about Deebo. Deebo Samuel played for South Carolina in 2018, wide receiver. He's 6 foot, 215. Draft class in 2019, round 2nd pick. 2nd round, pick 36. We picked him. First team All-Pro 2021. All-Pro 2021, first team All-Pro in 2018, first team All-Section 2018, reception yards 283, rushing yards 4,122, rushing touchdowns 19, rushing yards 1,007. Rushing available is 6.3. Rushing touchdowns 19. He did get redshirt in 2014. He played for, for North Carolina. Then he had a hamstring injury in his third start. His sophomore year, he played 10 games for USF. That would be South Carolina. And then 2017, he did a little bit more. He did get injured again. What year was that? 2017. 2018, he returns. College year information. So he was redshirted in 2014, 2015. He played for a few games. 2016, he did play for 10 games. 2017, South Carolina, he played 3 games. Then he got injured. It's the normal pattern for Debo. And then 2018, he played 12 games. Great year, everything. 5'11" and 1/4 inches, 214. Arm length is 31, 38 inches. Hand size 10 inches. His 40-yard dash is 4.48 seconds. So let me go ahead and hop back. See if he's back in the chat, and I don't see him. Let me private message him. Oh, there he is. Carcast, go ahead, hop back in, or did your device die? We just got done. Okay, I just got done talking about Debo, so once you do come back, we'll talk about Jordan Mason, Debo, Samuel, and that type of stuff. So I'll go ahead and get my opinion about Debo is he's a great player. He is injury prone. We do pay him basically pay him the bag. Definitely a great asset for us to pick him up when we did. And that type of stuff. So definitely a great player for us. Everything. All right. Now we should have Carcast back in. What up, Carcast? Welcome back. Oh, device failed. He'll be right back, guys, and I'll let him go ahead and talk about Jordan Mason and Debo Samuel. So I'll go ahead and pull up the next one, and I'll go ahead and once he does pop back in, I'll let him go ahead and start talking about both those guys once he does hop in. And next guy we would be talking about is Ronnie Bell. He's basically in the QB1 spot, but QB2. He did play for Michigan. He's 6 foot, 190 pounds. Played for Michigan 2018 to 2022. Last year's class, round 7, pick 253. We drafted him 3-time All-Pro Big Ten. 6 receptions, reception yards 68, rushing, receiving touchdowns. His Michigan stats, 2018, he played 13 games. He was average in that one. 2018, 13 games. He did a little bit better in that round.
My bad. So,
are you back, Carcass?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
All right, why don't you go ahead and talk about basically Jordan Mason and Debo? What's your opinions on both those cats?
I think Jordan Mason is nice. I forget which round we drafted him in, but I think we got him 2 years ago. He's a really nice. He reminds me of like a mini Marshawn Lynch.
If
you know where I'm going with that a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Dude's really good. He stayed healthy for the most part. He stayed upright. He's really consistent. When he gets opportunities, he makes the most out of them.
The question you asked, he was an undrafted.
Right, he was undrafted. Shoot, yes, you're right, undrafted. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, we hit on all these gems, you know. Like Jordan Mason, like this dude, like a lot of running back, or a lot of teams would be really lucky to have this guy as their number one back.
Oh, yeah.
And when it comes to Debo Samuel, I like Debo. I really do. And you got that 3 year, $75,000 3 year $75,000 deal contract. In 2020, 2021, after he had that breakout season where he had almost 900 rushing yards on the ground and 1,000 receiving yards, he was the number 2 receiver when it came to just numbers and just he was the top 3 receiver in the NFL at that point. I mean, we had Cooper Kupp, you know, but that's when he got the bag, and after that, he kind of took a dip. Like, last year, he took a dip. He was in and out of the lineup. He was injury prone. And then Debo comes in this year, and he's been in and out of the lineup. He got hurt in the Super Bowl. He had a left hamstring injury. He was limited. Clearly, he was not at 100% Debo Samuel.
Yeah.
Clearly, it was a bit slower. He was limping. He's just not been the same ever since he got that mega contract, you know. So, like, he's making a lot of money. He's not making $30 million like a Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase. He's still making top dollar. Bank. He's still making bank. He's still making a lot of money, you know. But I know there's been trade rumors, but I trade Debo over Ayuk if it really came down to it. And if you want to talk about that a little bit later, we could. But
we can talk about that once we get to the Debo. Right now, I'm on Ronnie Bell. His stats. And if you did not know, there was 2 years of Debo Samuel's career in college that he was injured too. If you like.
Yeah, and he was injured. He's had injury bugs in South Carolina as well.
Yeah. So I was looking at Ronnie Bell's stats. He sort of reminded me of a little bit. He could be a little bit more better than Debo Samuel. It's just working on him and training him better than what he was. But Jim Harbaugh did do a good job for him his last year with him. That's when he started booming out that year.
Right.
He did do good in the 2021 too, for one game, one reception, 76 yards. So that's pretty good. But he did do a one kick return for 31 yards too. So this kid does have some talent. for him and that type of stuff. So, what is your opinions on basically Ronnie Bell?
Ronnie Bell. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
This is like another guy, 7th round pick 253. I didn't really hear much of the guy during the draft process, but I didn't really hear much of the guy during the draft process, but once the Niners drafted him, I was like, okay, this kid's gonna be special. And then during the preseason, he really showed up. He was a number one target for really Brock Purdy.
Oh yeah, Brock Purdy, Sam McDonald.
Because obviously we don't want to risk injuries for our starters, but he was the guy. He was running really crisp routes. He's a taller guy. He's really good in and out of his cuts. He's got really good hands. Protects the ball. I mean, he's got really good route running skills. I don't think he's a Debo in the sense that he could, or he's as versatile as a Debo Samuel, because obviously he's not gonna carry the ball up the middle. He's not as big as Debo. He's not as physical as Debo. He's still a physical wide receiver. I mean, he's still really good at producing yards after the catch, which our team is really good at, as a whole. But I don't think he's a Debo Samuel in the sense that he's gonna take the rock and run it up the middle and take on 5 guys at the same time and dig his nose in there and fight for like 5-10 extra yards. But everyone has a unique skill set. Not everyone is a Debo Samuel. That's why he's such a special guy to have. Debo is on the team, but if I'm being and I know we already got past Debo, but I'd trade Debo if it came down to it. But when it comes to just talent and skill set itself, you don't find many guys like a Debo Samuel. So shout out to Ronnie Bell, man. I mean, it's another gem in the 7th round, like a Jawan Jennings. This guy is gonna be the future at wide receiver once guys like Debo's contract gets and we don't have enough money to pay him, but because we got so many guys. We still got Nick Bosa under contract. We got Fred Warner, George Kittle. We got Ayuk to pay still. We got all these guys, and they're premium. They're top of their positions, So, or almost at top. I mean, Kittle's contract. We have 1 more year on his contract, or 1 or 2 more years. I mean, we gotta pay a lot of guys, and the NFL is a business. So, Ronnie Bell, I know he's had his issue on special teams. I know he's had his miscues and
it can just be bad snaps too.
Yeah, I know he's had his issue on special teams when it comes to the punt returning. Yes, he maybe has butterfingers. I mean, he can't protect the ball, but he might not. You might not realize it now, but give it another 2-3 years. He's gonna be out there. He's gonna be playing a lot more snaps. And Kyle Shanahan. Well, no, not really, but Kyle Shanahan. I think all Niner fans know this, but he does tend to kind of underutilize the rookies for whatever the reason. But he'll get his opportunity. He'll get much more playing time. In the foreseeable future, but he's doing wonders right now for the team. Besides the special teams aspect, he's got to improve on the special teams aspect.
Yep, and wide receiver for basically wide receiver 1's position, we do have Tyler Martin.
Tay Martin.
Yeah, Tay Martin.
I believe he was a UDFA, undrafted free agent.
Yes, last year. He's 6'3", 186 pounds, about right. Played for Washington State, so that would be the Wildcats, and Oklahoma State too. So we picked him up in 2022. Second time All-Pro Big Ten. His 40 is 4.58. So
Yep.
that's why he's in the position that he's in.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see if there's any more stats. Nope, that's it for the stats for him. So what do you think about this cat here? He'll be right back with us in a second.
Wait, sorry, what's up?
What do you think about this undrafted free agent that we picked, Orton?
He's all right. I mean, look, it's hard to evaluate guys who haven't gotten much playing time, But
true.
Tay Martin, we're gonna have to see what he's gonna do, or what we're gonna have to see what he's capable of doing in this offense. But hey, we'll see. We'll see down the line when he gets more playing time, when he gets more snaps. But as of right now, I mean, we haven't seen much of the guy out on the field. I mean, kind of like a Ronnie Bell, but Ronnie Bell really made a name for himself during preseason.
Oh yeah, he did.
But Tay Martin, I've heard of the guy's name. Seems like a good player. But the only way to get better at your craft is you got to be out there, you got to be playing, you got to
play, rocket, everything, and get stronger, get smarter. This is a learning thing. The next guy we're going to be talking about is
Brandon Ayuk.
Wide receiver number 2 for the 49ers. He's 6 foot, 205 pounds. He went to Arizona State, and it's basically another school too. He got drafted in the 2020 round 1, pick 25 to us. There's both his schools, Siri College and Arizona State. That college is very small, everything, and I believe it's in that one. I believe it's in California, I think. Let me check that up.
What is it? Arizona State University?
No, it's the second school. It's
not Arizona State. Sorry, Sierra College.
Yeah, Sierra College. Yeah, it's close to basically Redding, California. It's the north half of California. I knew I noticed that college. Yeah, it's just like a Division I school. It's basically like HSU in California. Junior college, All-American 2017. First time All Pac-12 in 2019. Two-time, first time All North Cali 2016 and 2017. Receivings 269. Receiving yards 3,931. Receiving yards 117. Return yards 224. Total touchdowns 27. Great information from both schools. So, yeah, he started right out the get-go. First year for him was probably not the best year. but he did great for both schools.
Right.
And I know the school that first school that he went to because I used to live close to it in California. So, what do you think about BA? Carcast, what do you think about BA? What's your opinions about the dude? I like him for being a beast and being quick.
Yeah, you hit on the nail. I mean, he's a beast. I mean, look, I'd want him on the special teams unit returning kicks, honestly, over everybody right there. Like, I don't want it to be Ronnie Bell just yet. I don't want it to be Debo because he's fragile as glass. No offense, but it's true. He's shown it in the past, and I really like Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk returned kicks at Arizona State University. He's quick. He's smooth. I mean, dude's a top 7 receiver in the NFL at most. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Bungie's on the other stream.
Yeah. He's on basically John Jay's stream right now.
Oh, you're watching it?
No, not yet. I just noticed the time, and it was like 7:15.
We can hop there whenever you're done.
Yeah, we're just going to go ahead, finish the wide receivers, tight ends, and fullback, and then I'll probably do the rest of this tomorrow.
All right.
Cool. And we'll do that tomorrow. For tomorrow's show, we can do a little bit early if you like, and that type of stuff, but we'll talk about it after we get done. So, our wide receiver, Danny Gray. He played, he's 6 foot, 200 pounds. He played for 2 different colleges. His draft class is 2022, round 3. Pick 105. First time All-Pro, AAC, 1 reception. Definitely cannot count this guy out. Receiving yards is 10. Southwest Junior College was the first school that he went to. So, those are average numbers for his college years. He does have a good 40 time, and his 10-yard sprint looks good. Split is just like the first 10 yards, and you're making like a Z motion on it. I learned it in this year's combine.
Split, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think about basically Danny Gray?
Again, people were expecting him to be the sneaky good weapon when Trey Lance was in the building with the Niners, but like the third down guy that could just run a simple go route, just beat you off the line. Trey Lance will put it up there. He's a speedster, he'll leave you in the dust.
Oh yeah, he does have good speed.
Oh yeah, he's by far the fastest receiver we have on the team right now. Now that Ray McCloud is gone, even with Ray, I think he would have been the fastest. But
technically, yeah, I would agree with that one.
Yep. Jimmy can't get Danny Gray the ball. Brock Purdy has the arm. Trey Lance had the arm, but he's not on the team anymore. Brock Purdy does have the arm. I love him.
Basically, Trey Lance needed some more work, but he just needed more time. He came in during the COVID year, everything, so it was weird. All right, let's get to Jawan Jennings, and we will talk about, do we need a couple more wide receivers? How many would you think? Jawan Jennings went to basically, he went to Tennessee. He's 6'3", good size. He's a little bit taller than me. 212. 7th round pick, 217. And this is where we can go ahead and get into when he did win a championship with Tennessee, and his quarterback was Josh Dobbs, if you did not know that. Oh, I think we just lost him for a second, but I think he's back in the room. Yes, he is. I just got to add him.
I bet I clicked the wrong button.
So, Carcass, did you know that Jawan Jennings and Joshua Dobbs were on the same team the same year?
Oh, they were teammates in Tennessee?
Yeah, they were teammates. Josh Dobbs was his QB1.
Jennings also played QB in college.
Yeah, I believe it was more. He did more, I think, QB his high school year.
But then he converted to receiver in college.
Yes. Receiving 78, receiving yards 963, receiving touchdown 7. Right here it says dual threat, high throw, a 50-yard touchdown pass, quarterback Josh Dobbs on a trick play back in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
In the Bowl Green. It's basically two schools, and it was basically a tournament for them. So here is his years that he played. First year, he probably didn't get that much play time. His second year, he did better. His first year, he only played one game, so I think he got injured that year. Next year, he did better. In 2019, looks like he did okay. So what do you think about Jawan Jennings? Was able to sign him to a 1-year contract this year. So what is your opinion on Jawan Jennings, and do we need to draft any more quarterbacks? No, wide receivers.
I think we should draft one more, but I don't know. It depends on who falls. I mean, I've been looking at the draft a little bit. I mean, we're probably going to draft it, or we probably should draft one later.
Yeah.
Like later in the draft, but I like Jawan Jennings, 7th round pick and another steal. Like, this guy, if we won the Super Bowl, and I don't want to talk about the Super Bowl because it might piss off some people, but if we won the Super Bowl, he would have been the MVP. Patrick Mahomes is the MVP because the Chiefs won, but the Niners won. Jawan Jennings had the best day numbers-wise on the 49ers when it came to offensive weapons. He threw for a touchdown, and he scored a touchdown, but he had 2 touchdowns on the day. You know?
Oh, yeah.
He would have been MVP if the Niners won. But he's a really good player. He's tall. He's physical at the line of scrimmage.
He has a great arm. We just saw that.
He will put you on your ass. He will stiff arm the crap out of you.
He does some damage. He does his blocking job, and he does it awesome.
Oh, speaking of blocking, Ronnie Bell, if you don't block, you don't. Like the saying, you don't block, you don't rock. You know?
Uh-huh.
If you want to be a receiver on this team, you have to be willing to block. And that's what Ronnie Bell can do.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Jawan Jennings does. They clear the way. And that's what Ayuk does, another thing.
Mm-hmm. And basically, George Kittle does the same thing.
They play bigger than their size. This team is so dedicated to their craft.
Their artwork. Next person is going to be George Kittle. one of our best tight ends out there. I would put him in the top 10 tier for basically the 49ers. What spot? We can do that in a later show. All the tight ends that the 49ers have produced and that type of stuff. So it will be everybody's opinion at that moment. But George Kittle is at one of the tops. He has great size. He's 6'4", 250. He went to Iowa State. He was in the draft class of 2017, round 5, pick 146, first-time All-Pro in 2019 and 2023, 2-time All-Pro 2018 to 2022, 5-time All-Pro 2018, 2019, 2021, and 2023 this year. Receiving yards, 460. No receptions, 460. So that's good for a tight end. Receiving yards, 6,274. Receiving touchdowns, 37. First year for him, he got redshirt, so no information there. His second year, 3 games, 5 receptions, 109 yards, but basically no touchdowns. The next year, he did about the same, but the yards got dropped. 2015, 10 games, 20 receiving, 290, so he got better. And we know how he works now. Your opinion about George Kittle?
George Kittle is a freaking beast. I mean, right? Don't you agree?
Oh, yeah, definitely agree, 100%. He is a beast. He's tough. He understands the blocking tackle jobs, everything. It's just where we gotta see his personality. He's basically a class clown in the football league. He likes to joke around. He's mellow.
Yeah, he's a great player, dude.
Yeah, definitely gotta enjoy him. Now the next tight end, basically our tight end number 2, what we have on the list is Cameron Latu.
Huh?
Last year's draft class, Cameron Latu.
Yeah.
He's 6'5", 244 pounds. He did get injured during the preseason. He did play for Alabama. Round 3, pick 101. So we were expecting something out of him, but he did get injured. We will see what he does next year as tight end number 2. So he's the 2 rookies that we do have. We're going to see a lot more this coming up year. We did put 2 of our tight ends on free agent lists. He did get a CFP Nation champion in 2000, and there's information. We can go through that later. And there's his draft information. So, okay, stop that. Get back into the stream. So, your opinion on Cameron Latu?
He's a really good player. Or he seems like a really good player. We haven't seen much of him out on the field, but another guy. Have really high expectations for him. We'll see what he can do.
Yeah, I know his highlight tapes. It was definitely awesome to see. And we do watch film. We do study these players very well. It just depends on how it looks. And we just got to see how he does for next year. Now we get to our other drafted tight end. We did see him play. Brandon Willis, tight end, 6'4". This is the serves as the tight end class. Technically a lineman, but a tight end at the same time. 240 pounds. That's good size right there. He did play for Oklahoma. Last year's draft class, round 7, pick 247. Second time All-Pro, Big 12 the year before. He did have some stats for his college year and COVID year during the pandemic. So they did stuff different during his draft time. So your opinion on basically Brandon Willis?
Brandon Willis.
Yeah, Brandon Willis.
Good draft pick, and got him right after Cameron. Seems like a good player. I think he's going to be one of the better tight ends after Kittle leaves. But yeah,
definitely check out the tape for both of them. I would say definitely look at tape. Cameron Latu's brother is in this year's draft. Do I think we could get him? We would have to trade up for him because he should go out in the first round for sure. His brother is a good defensive end. Cameron Latu's brother is. They are related. Would be nice to see brothers on the same team together. But sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. And our very next guy that we will be talking about would be Jake Tongetson. Did I say it right, Carcass?
Sorry, what?
Our fourth string tight end.
Jake Tongas, I think?
Yeah, Tongas.
Okay.
So tight end, he's 6'4", another great size. Weight 240. That's awesome. No draft information. Okay. The Bears was his first year, 2022. We drafted him. No, we got him in, I believe, before the trade deadline, and we only signed him to a practice squad member only contract. No, he was part of the Chicago Golden Bears. So he got redshirted.
Yeah.
So basically, we don't. Oh, so he was an undrafted free agent, April 30th, 2022. Practice was re-signed to a couple guys. We signed him in the practice squad year. So we signed him February 13th to practice squad. This one, we don't have that much information. I'm definitely going to be watching some highlight film. What about you, Carcast? Are you going to check out highlight film on this guy?
Jake Tongas? Yeah, I'll definitely go check him out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm definitely, I got to check out some tape anyway, because I'm not 100% sure what I can say about this guy. It definitely gives us a good body. I'm not sure about him. but it's a good thing to learn about. Maybe we can talk about this tomorrow.
Bodies
if we
are always
watch.
good. Depth.
Yep. And we're gonna basically we got one more to do. Then tomorrow I will probably go live again, but not 100% sure. If it's not tomorrow, it'll be Thursday. So definitely keep your notifications on. But if it's tomorrow, it'll be definitely later in the day and that type of stuff, probably around 5 p.m.
All right.
So Kyle Juszczyk. So he's 6'2", 235 pounds. He did get drafted by the Baltimore Ravens. He was part of the 2013 draft class, round 4, 130 the pick. Then we got him in 2017, first-time All-Pro in 2023, 8-time All-Pro in 2016 to 2023, 2-time first-time All-Ivory 2011 to 2012, rushing yards 211, rushing available is 3.4, rushing touchdowns are 5, rushing receptions are 262, rushing yards is 2,464, rushing touchdowns are 16s. His 40-yard dash is 4.7. Great size, great body size. And here's a picture when he was on the Baltimore Ravens. If you can see it, Carcast, he was number 40 on the Ravens. And he was a beast back then.
Yeah, I could see it.
I know I seen him play on the Ravens.
The Niners are better. Niners are better than the Ravens.
Oh, yes. We did a very good job of picking him up. We do need to look for a replacement soon because the rumor is he's going to retire off of our team.
Niners are better than the Ravens. Shout out Darwin's.
Darwin Ravens, a.k.a. Levi's show, yes.
Niners are better than the Ravens.
So what do you think about Kyle Juszczyk? He's definitely getting up in age. Definitely a great asset for us. He does great pass blocking.
He's really key in the run game, and in the pass game, And then we need to get him a few more targets. I mean, or not a few. We need to get him a lot more targets.
Agreed.
He's a really valuable weapon, and we don't get him the ball enough.
I can say this year we did a little bit more better. When Brock Purdy was using him last year, we definitely
we don't get him the ball enough for whatever the reason.
Yeah. It could be just play schemes and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I know Garoppolo barely used him. I know Trey Lance used him a few times. But it's like basically yay or nay to it, and it's like, do we do good about it or do we do bad about it? It depends. So, so do you think we do need another full, like how during preseason, do we need to go look at a fullback number 2?
I don't think so.
There's 5 in free agents.
Actually, no. I think we should.
Probably sign like a free agent fullback.
But on
or
like
try
a cheap, very cheap, because fullback is not the premium position in this day and age of
it's
NFL.
not. If we could get Jack Collette back, then I would say
I wish we still had him. I wish we still had him.
Yeah, I'm the one that did a lot of study on him. And I liked him as soon as they said something.
Yeah. Yep.
And I would like to see that guy back on our team, but he's definitely with the Steelers. I got to see where he's at. And if we do pick him up, it's definitely going to be a cheap contract for sure to keep him. But that's something that we will definitely be talking about. They're still trying to figure out the team. We're doing good. All right. We're doing all right. No problem. We're doing good of signing free agents. Draft. We got 10 picks. And here I'll go ahead and pull that up.
What are we talking to free agents?
Yeah, free agents.
Right, cool.
Like how many picks that we have. Right. Then sometime tomorrow, I'll go ahead and make the stream. Mm-hmm. I'll probably use Streamlab.
Okay.
Just to use it and get some. That way we can do the rest of this show off of that. And
we're gonna be talking about the free agents now, right?
We can talk about the free agents and basically how many draft guys we get this year. Okay. So we did have something happening with our budget. Why don't you go ahead and talk about that so I can get something set up?
The budget?
Yeah, why we lost
to be honest with you, I haven't looked into that yet. I just heard about it.
Okay.
I know they just took away a pick.
They took away our 5th round pick.
But that's for next year. That's for next year.
Yeah. And our 4th round pick has been pushed back to the end of the 4th round.
And we don't have our 7th round pick anymore.
Okay.
Because remember, we used it for the guy from Houston, Malik Collins.
Yeah, that was one of our 7th round picks. We do have one other draft pick. So.
Oh yeah, I remember you were telling me we have 2 7th round picks.
Yeah. So we have the 131 pick. We have the 2nd round pick, 2. We have a 3rd round pick. We have 3 4th round picks. So we get to pick 3 times. We have 1 5th round pick. We have 2 6th round pick. And then we have a number 7th round pick. So that would be our picks. And that type of stuff.
So we have like 10 picks, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, we have 10 picks this year. Everything. Yes, I did use ESPN for that part. Not sponsored. I'm just using the application anyway. Hoping to get some new stuff soon. So basically, we can do a little bit more funner stuff on the show and that type of stuff. So we'll go ahead and do the intro going out, and then we'll do our little sayings, and then I'll go ahead and end it.
Okay.
All right, CarCast, why don't you go ahead and say your little thing? Oh. Okay. Definitely check out CarCast's stream. Go to CarCast podcast. You can just type in CarCast off of YouTube and you should be able to find him. He puts out great content, great information, and he does he has different platforms. Definitely check him out. And I'm on Facebook, YouTube, a lot of other platforms. You can find me on YouTube at John LaJoy 9994 on YouTube. All the other sites you can just find me by my name. It'll be just John LaJoy. If you see the Mad Dog logo, that's me. Definitely subscribe. Thank you for the 90 subs. I do really appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in. Tomorrow we should be able to get through the rest of the depth chart and roster on the players that we still do have and on our team. And if there's any trades, definitely stay tuned in. We will be talking about everything. Friday will be trivia night. That show is at 7, and then Saturday is 12. But I just want to get our knowledge on everybody on the team so we all know who's on the team, everything, because knowing your team is basically a good thing. Then probably next week I'll probably bring in Spongy. He can go ahead and talk about his team and that type of stuff, and it will be only his opinion. I'll try to get a few other people on because right now we talk about all 32 teams, but we can say F all 31 teams, especially F the Lamb Chops and F the Dallas Cowgirls too. So, but we're willing to talk about all 32 teams on this platform. So if you have any questions, please leave a comment and I'll get to you as soon as possible. Okay. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned in, and we'll see you probably tomorrow around 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Let's go Niners.